night. And if you are someone who doesn't celebrate Halloween, then happy, I don't know, what do you want to call it? Halloween festival, harvest fest. I don't know what you crazy kids call it if you don't celebrate. If you think it's the devil's holiday, then I hope you just are having a wonderful evening and just have a good time with us. So welcome to Love Lockdown, the podcast, you guys, where my husband and I discuss relationship advice that perfectly works for us. This is season 4, and we have like 3 more episodes left after this. It's crazy. Just doesn't want to act right for us, you guys. I promise it just doesn't want to act right for us. So we're going to figure this out. But if you are on with us live, make sure you say hello, chime in, tell us where you're from and all that good stuff. Comment what you are going to be for Halloween this year. If you're celebrating, we're going to figure this out. Are you good?
Yeah, I should be straight.
I don't know. Something's trying to take us down. I don't know what it is, but we got it together. So I think we have like 3 more episodes left after this, which is wonderful. And then that's it for the season. Season 4 is about to be a wrap. Is it even 3 anymore?
You said what now?
I said, is it even 3 episodes anymore left?
Yeah, this is the last 4 episodes. So it's 3 after this.
After this is 3. That's crazy. Crazy. But I was just telling people that if they are just coming in, making sure that you say hello, tell us where you're from, share the broadcast and all of that good stuff. And we have a wonderful episode for you guys today because we are in the holiday mood. So hello, Marify. What's going on? Brass Squad's in the building.
Brass Squad is in the building. So yes, if this is your first time tuning in, this stream is brought to you live via YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Barely. But we here today. We ready to get it in. We got a good episode for y'all. So shout out to our baby.
I have the black and pink bottle today. I got the Bel Air Rose. The rare rosé. Bel Air
Rose. And as always, I'm drinking your favorite cognac, V-Line. Part of Sovereign brand. Go copy some. By the way, if you were under a rock this week, you didn't realize that Bel Air now ships directly from their site. So go to sovereign.brands.com, order you up some Bel Air. You ain't got to ask us no more where you get that from. How do I get it? Where can I find it? Go get you some Bel Air.
Mm-hmm. Although you still can ask me because I've got all the locations too.
Don't ask me no more. Don't ask me no more.
I'm the review queen, so people, that's like my job. So you guys can still ask me, but this guy over here, don't ask him no more. Just go directly to the site. Where's your beard imported from today?
My beard is imported directly from the Sahara Desert, seeing that I'm dressed as one of the safari dudes. So that's where my beard is imported from today. And if you are wondering, yes, the V-Line does this to you. So if you would like a luscious beard like this, go get you some V-Line. Other than that, I don't know what else to tell you, but the V-Line is special. So shout out to Bel Air as always, and also our other sponsor, which is
Adam and Eve.
AdamandEve.com.
AdamandEve.com, you guys. Get you 50% off of any item using code LL69.
Go get you some toys to play with.
Get you some.
I ain't even have nothing creative to say today. Because I didn't know if I was gonna lag out, so I'm trying to be good. If you want some dip for your stick, AdamandEveStores.com. They got it for you. So go to AdamandEveStores.com. Make sure you use code LL69. Not only do you get 50% off, but you get a bunch of free shit in there as well. And as always, we love to be with you guys. So our last sponsor, InitialBrands.com. Today was a big day for us in InitialBrands.com. Today we opened our first office building. Shout out to us. So that's why we're late. That's why the podcast is a day late. Never a dollar short, but a day late.
Yeah. It's a celebration.
We had some important business to tend to, so we had to push it back a day, but we still here and we still doing the Halloween episode. As you can see, my lovely wife is dressed up as Alice in the Wonderland.
I'm the Black Alice, the charming one.
Yeah.
If you could see my full outfit, you'll be able to see it soon. I'm gonna have an Instagram post, but it's super cute.
If you're gonna do one thing, you definitely gonna have an Instagram post.
Yeah, definitely. What about you? What are you today?
I'm I'm the only black guy in the Sahara. In the
I was
safari.
about to say it looks like we're exploring today.
Yeah. So we going looking for stuff. This, by the way, this is my regular outfit and look. Even though I'm wearing it as a Halloween costume, I will wear this outside tomorrow because this is how I dress.
Yeah, no, you didn't just buy this hat for this event. Like this hat's been bought for like
This is my good hat.
2 years now. You've had that hat.
Yeah, this is my good hat. So
When
if you
the
ever got to
sun
go
hits.
outside and mow grass, or you got to go outside and be stuck at a kid's event, and you don't got you a good hat, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? You got to.
You have to have the good hat. I don't know if you guys can see it getting cut off or whatnot, or if it's me. Is it me?
It's loading still. It's still doing the same old, same old.
Should we just go live?
We could go live on Facebook.
Let's do that because I feel like it's just about to keep doing this.
Yeah, but
what you want to do? Because I feel like we have a lot of good things to talk about today, and this is going to keep doing this. Like, what are you doing? What is going on, you guys?
I don't know, but Facebook rebranded today too, so this is not a good look.
It's Meta now.
Yeah, it's Meta.
I mean, meet you on Meta, I guess. It's cool. Pretty cool.
My brother Tristan just tapped in. He said, "Yes, it was. Congrats to y'all. Love y'all. Major moves. Yep. We didn't have our Halloween party again this year though, and Tristan just reminded me of that. We didn't have a Halloween party. Tristan is the reigning champ of the Halloween costumes. In case you did not know, every year Tristan shows out with the Halloween costume. But this is 2 years in a row. No Slaytoberfest.
You know, we got a virus out here. Yeah. What you gonna do? I miss it, but I mean, we opened an office, so I guess I kind of like say something. But yeah, you guys, we're just as disappointed as you are for those of you who party with us during that time because it's epic. I'm just sad about it. So
yes. So
we couldn't have people travel and stuff. I got a pumpkin though.
Yeah, that'll solve it.
I didn't know if you could see it. Because like the connection was
that'll solve not having Slaytoberfest.
So again, if you guys are just coming in, make sure you're chiming in. Tell us hello. Let us know all the good stuff. Tell us where you're from, all that stuff. But let's get into what you guys love the most. Our current events this week.
Current events. Now, normally I make my wife read these long ones, but due to the unstableness of the connection today, we're going to go with the quickest way, which is me reading and paraphrasing. So we got some random dude who went viral this week. I don't know who this dude is. Still don't know who he is, but he put a post up that made it all the way to the shade room. We actually saw it before it got to the shade room, but we thought it was interesting to bring you guys. And this dude said, if my girl could leave me for a guy who's well-established and appreciates her more than I do, I would gladly accept and never hold her hostage. Just because she's been with me through thick and thin, this entitlement over people's lives is the reason people resort to violent behavior. He then goes on to say in the next post, because that wasn't it, he said people need to understand that we're not entitled to be with them forever just because we were with us when we were broke. We each have our own preference, and that doesn't make me love my current girlfriend any less. Things change, feelings change. It's a vicious life cycle. And you would think that would be it, but he had one more thing to say, which was, I can't believe my girlfriend really think that I'm going to marry her and we'll live happily ever after. As soon as I get a decent job, I'm going to leave her ass and start dating my types. The fuck.
This guy is on one.
Okay. So can I get initial reactions from you? What did you, and I need y'all to jump in and tell me what y'all think.
Yes, please jump in, guys. This is outrageous, honestly. I just feel like if you feel all this, why are you with someone?
Yeah.
Weird.
So okay.
It's just using her as is she cooking for him and stuff? She's just doing a bunch of stuff for him right now. And when he finally bosses up, he's just leaving.
Okay. Listen, I'm gonna start here. I gotta jump in right here. This dude is clearly slow. He about 2 floors short of a full elevator, 2 Skittles short of a full bag. or whatever y'all calling these days, them people who take the short bus with the meat, that's him. And this is the problem with social media. And that's why I always say we need to test people before we give them posting privileges on social media. You need to take a test because these motherfuckers is slow. And this is a prime example. First of all, why are you dating outside of your type? Let's start there. Why you got to wait till you get a job to get your type? Why is your type the only person who wants to be with you when you have money? And then to even take it farther than that, saying stuff like, I don't know why my girlfriend really think I'm gonna marry her. Why is she your girlfriend then?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, he sounds young too. Like, I can't see his picture, but he sounds 15, maybe 13. You know, I'm not even gonna give that to the teenagers. He sounds 8. Like, I just don't understand it at all.
I don't get it. I'm lost. I'm like, dude, when I first read it, I was already confused, but because he said it as if he was saying something profound. And then he's already planning on leaving somebody. If you in the planning process of leaving somebody, why the fuck are you still there? Then a lot of people do this. I know a lot of people that say, oh yeah, give me about 2 years, I'm gonna leave her ass. Why are you waiting?
Oh, you know people like that?
I know motherfuckers who plan breakups. That's cool. Plan your breakups. That's fine. But while you're planning, let's go ahead and as the wonderful Joe Clark told us, don't fuck around with it. Do it expeditiously. Tear the Band-Aid off. Get it over with.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Young man, you need to sit down somewhere. That makes no sense at all. I think, and it went viral because it was just so fucking asinine. Like, it was so absurd that I think people were like, yo, let's just share this, because I can't imagine that people really understood this. Like, do you think people read this?
I don't know what people could have possibly been thinking about this. It's actually super duper ill. But one thing I will say, JD just chimed in. He said, this is the kind of guy who gets a decent job, then blows it by tweeting something against company policy. He ain't going to be leaving nobody. I totally agree.
No, yeah. But
James chimed in and said he took a Bobby Womack course. Man, he basically saying, if you think you're lonely now, I'm going to leave you when I get a job.
I also wonder, too, if his girl knows that he feels this way. I mean, obviously now she probably seen it, but do you think that, like, that was her first time hearing this?
I would assume so.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I would assume so. And I feel like she looked way dumber than he looks because she's with this dumbass motherfucker.
Yeah. If she didn't know how he felt, because he could be pump faking, but I mean, I'm pretty sure she knows now. I want to know now if they're still together after seeing all of this.
Now, he is what we call a homosexual, clearly. He's dating for house and home. He already planning on leaving, one foot out the door. Y'all got to stop taking in these strays, bro. Tell your girls to stop taking in strays. Yeah. Every cat that look hungry don't need feeding.
That's a good one. I haven't heard that in a long time.
I'm telling you, man, it's banana. The fact that he even has Wi-Fi to get this message out is absurd to me.
I don't know what to say. I really don't. You want me to take this one?
I kind of forgot what she said, but I'll read the title. Chloe Bailey reveals on Power 105.1 she doesn't like when a guy answers every time she calls. Oh yeah, I do remember what she said. Yeah. She said that if a guy answers every time she calls, she's uninterested because she wants to feel and question and wonder what he's doing and if he's with somebody else or it's not entertaining to her. So and I'm gonna let you go first on this one because this will probably be a soliloquy from me again.
Yeah, why is she calling him then in the first place? This is again some young shit because, like, if you don't want the guy to answer every time you call, then don't call him in the first place. Like, what are you getting out of that? You're wasting your time, right? You have to pick up, dial the number, and even if you have an iPhone, you have to at least find his name.
I believe in two things out of this whole situation.
Yeah. I think he froze up again. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, it doesn't make any sense to me, you guys, to be honest, because I feel like that's a waste of your time as well. Like, if you are calling someone, it makes no sense. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I said, it's two things that needs to happen about this. Sometimes when you're good at something, stick to that.
Yeah.
She just came into her own, got a hit song, and now she wants to put out relationship text. She clearly doesn't know herself yet, and we've been following these girls since they were young on YouTube. Like, we love Chloe and Halle, more Halle than Chloe, but
I like them equally. That's you.
Yeah, like, this is why they should give you a test before you are able to post out on social media. Dear Black people, drama is not necessary in order to be in a relationship. Mm-hmm. Dear Black people, drama is not necessary in order to have fun. Dear Black people, drama is not entertainment.
People love drama.
It's absurd. Not, I want to worry about who he's with and what he's doing. No, you just think that real love is not trusting the person you with.
And that's sad to me, especially being that she's so young and just so relevant right now. Like, she's such a talented girl. For her to say that, it's not only sad, but it's also, I don't think, responsible, because there are a lot of young girls who are following her right now. So imagine all the young girls that listen to that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, that is not the way it is in a relationship. If you give someone a call, like, you shouldn't want them not to pick up because of all that. Like, that's toxic. So
and it's even worse than that, because a person like me, I got one rule. If I call you and you don't answer nor call me back, you will not get another telephone call from me until that one is returned. So if that's 3 years later and you've never seen that call, you won't be hearing from me for 3 years, because I already called your motherfucking ass.
That's how it should be, I feel. Because why are you going to keep continuing to, like, what are you doing?
Why are you being a dead horse?
Yeah. And like I said, why does she have the time to call someone out of her busy schedule and be okay with them not picking up? Like, it's just, know your worth, sis.
But I don't know. She sounds like she wants somebody to do her wrong so she can have some motivation for her album.
That sounds.
But do that on your own time, sis.
Sounds about right. Especially being that Beyonce is her mentor, she probably, because
listen, don't you bring the great one into this conversation. You leave her out of this.
You know how Beyonce be doing the single lady stuff, but she's really married and happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's only known Beyonce when she's married and happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So none of that makes sense.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't at all. But do what you do.
She's not us looking from outside and saying, hey, Beyonce and Jay-Z. No, she's with them.
She's with them.
She's touring. They were touring with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see them.
You see them.
God bless Jay-Z if he didn't answer the phone when Beyonce called.
Power shutting down.
Oh, shit. The whole, whatever network he using, God bless everybody on it.
Yep. It's horrible.
But on to the...
this makes me sick. Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The nastiest thing for the year of social media. We had Kodak Black this week trending after a video surfaced of him dancing with his mom. Now, that doesn't sound bad for the people who are listening, but the people who actually saw this on the internet, the Shade Room, Perez Hilton, wherever you saw it at, not only was he dancing with his mom, but he was groping his mom inappropriately. By groping, I mean grabbing her ass and telling her she's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, I told y'all motherfuckers about telling these dudes that they're your protector and they're your king, and you treat them like your little boyfriend, and everything you do, you got to have a matching pair of shoes with your son because he ain't got no fucking daddy. This is what happens. He grows up and actually thinks that you're his girlfriend. So he's grabbing your ass in front of other people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
On video. Telling you beautiful and saying that he just wanted to make his mom feel beautiful.
Feel beautiful, yeah. Like it was normal. Like he really rebutted like this was normal. Like he didn't, it was a couple days later too. Like it wasn't one of those things where he was like, okay, you guys, like I self-reflected, I saw the video and I realized like how absolutely disgusting this is. He didn't do that. Like it was days later and he still was like, yo, like my mother.
And listen, at any time when you feel it's okay to feel on your mom sexually
It's
in
absolutely
public,
disgusting. I don't know.
It's awful.
He came back with it though, saying like really fighting for what he believed in. Like he really thinks it's okay that he grabbed his mom's behind. But it was like twice too. It wasn't even accidental. Like he grabbed it. You see that grip?
Now listen, I'm gonna keep it honest. You got a friend that we went to a wedding of.
I was about to mention
that had something real close to this.
Mm-hmm.
The mother-son dance was a little too close for my liking, but
they
it
were
was
like making
nothing.
Out.
It was nothing like this.
No, it was about it made me just as sick. Yeah, I feel like they were making out.
Nah, that was close.
That was sick. Bro.
It was close. They was too close for my liking. But this right here, grabbing your mama's ass and telling her she's beautiful, wherever they let him out of jail at, they need to put him back.
Yo, that wedding that we went to, that was so nasty that like we didn't even have a Bel Air sponsorship yet, but I was still drunk off Bel Air because that's what I needed to get through that wedding. Like, dude was making out with his mom. That was gross. And it needs to stop. All of this has to stop. I don't know what to say other than that. But yeah, you guys can't be just dancing with your mom like this. It's disgusting.
But listen, y'all got a double standard. Because I had a problem when Luther came out with that song Dance with My Father again. And nobody saw nothing wrong with that shit. But that shit was weird too. We don't want to hear, first of all, why would you ever dancing with your father? You know what I'm saying? And second of all, why you got to write a whole song about dancing with your daddy? And the problem that I had with is that it was two-edged sword with Luther, because it was either his daddy was a euphemism for his boyfriend, or his daddy was actually his daddy. In either case, the shit was wrong.
I think it was really his dad he was talking about, because he was dead. He wanted to dance with him again. But yeah, he definitely could have said, like, I'd like to see him again. I'd like to eat dinner with him again. Dancing was a little strange. Moving on, though.
I can tell you.
Moving on, though. Y'all
I can see me trying to dance with my daddy. He's like, nigga, get your hands off me. Like, what type of fathers and mothers do y'all have?
Right, because she wasn't, I seen the whole video. She wasn't uncomfortable. The only reason she even like halfway reacted was because she knew the cameras were on her and she knew that was going to get a reaction. But the way she reacted to it wasn't like disgusted at all. So I am concerned and disturbed.
Absurd. Insane. Outrageous. On to the next one. Little Bow Weezy back on the Shade Room again. Little Bow Wow chimed in this week and said, broke chicks be partying every week. What you celebrating? The struggle. Now, before we get into this is Little Bow Wow, so we gotta get some background here. First of all, motherfucker, this was a meme that circulated 2 years ago. He copied and pasted this like it was his idea.
Oh, he didn't make this up?
Fuck no.
Oh.
This is a meme that was popular 2 years ago. So, Little Bow Wow, in case you didn't know, always gets in trouble for trying to be cool when he's been a rich kid his whole life. Like, this is one of those things, like, first of all, if you're gonna steal a meme, you might want to try a recent one that people haven't seen. Mm-hmm. That's not that viral yet. But if you are going to do it, you probably should do it based on who you are and what your strengths are. This ain't it for you, Bob.
Yep. I learned
the messenger's
that from
all
you.
fucked up.
Yeah, you taught me that. It's the messenger. Like, what he's saying, absolutely accurate. Him saying it, absolutely not. Because we know you pump fake. You pretend like you're in private jets and everything else. So you can't do it.
And then on top of that, in the business that you're in, as an entertainer, where you get paid for club appearances and things like that, wouldn't you want chicks to be partying all week?
They know.
Doesn't this take money directly out of your pocket?
I gave you
Aren't
that.
these same chicks spending their last $2 on the Millennium Tour right now?
Yeah, those are the ones. Those are the ones that you want because those are the ones spending money for sure. I gave you that point, like that dude that got in trouble for saying that cop was bigger than a Snicker in court.
Not the wink and the
What you're
gun.
saying is right. Like, Bow Wow, sit down. It is funny though, but just not from you.
Now, in his defense, if we ignore the fact that this is an old meme, which we can do, y'all do be partying a lot, and we talk about it all the time. Like, how are you celebrating your birthday for the whole fucking month?
Yeah.
In case you did not know, and this is where parents come in, birthdays are something that everybody has that comes every year. That's not an accomplishment.
No.
Yay, let me party for a month because I woke the fuck up. That's weird. And nobody's telling y'all this. Even the week-long birthday parties or the year-long planning for your birthday. That's weird. And your friend's not going to tell you this, but good old Captain Arrogant will keep it real with you. They don't like pretending to care about planning for your party all year.
Unless you're a party promoter or a party planner and you're getting a lot of money. And again, like you said, or what Bow Wow's trying to say, it's always the brokest of people doing it. Like, if you're paying for your whole month birthday celebration, that's a little bit different. But these type of people are the ones that really expect people to come out of their comfortable house, pay their own money for every event. Like, that just doesn't fly with me. So
yeah, and find y'all something else to celebrate.
They just need to sit down because this is outrageous.
Y'all gotta have some other stuff going on. We talk about this all the time. Like, just because you don't have any real things to celebrate, y'all gotta stop making shit up to celebrate. If you an alcoholic, just say that. I will understand it a little bit better if you say, hey, Captain, I'm just an alcoholic and I like to drink every day. That's fine. I'm just gonna tell you to get some Bel Air. I wouldn't give a shit less. But let's not make up days and shit. This is the 10th year anniversary of me getting my nails done. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody wants to go buy them weak ass shirts that y'all want to go buy all the time, where everybody got the same shirt on except yours one says I'm the birthday girl. That shit's weird. Because you always run into the people who want to control what you wear to their party so you don't outstage them, but they never wear what the plan was in the beginning, because their whole plan was to outstage you in the beginning. Y'all are weird, bro.
That is very strange to me. That's like being a bride concerned with what other people are wearing to your wedding. Like, why is that your concern? I'm sorry, but I wasn't even thinking about people on our wedding day, yet alone what they were wearing. So you should just know. Like, you should have that confidence.
People to this day where my wife is like, "Oh, you met her at the wedding."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like, people are just so concerned with people all the time. Like, you gotta stop that, because why do you have the time for it? It's just strange.
It's insane, man.
It is. It definitely is.
So, like, what would you suggest to these people? Because it seems like that some people have expectations.
Yeah.
Like, I expect to have a birthday every year.
I hope so. Yeah. I mean, if you're not, you're dead.
Because it's a birthday. It's the day you were born. I expect to have a birthday every year.
Yep, you should have a birthday every year. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, but you definitely should have one every year, because if you're not, that's a celebration, right? Because you are alive. So that's great. But, like, you just acting as if, like, it's something that needs to be celebrated all the time or special. It just needs... I don't know what you were saying. Am I the one getting cut off, or were you?
No, it was me. I'm saying I just expect to have a birthday every year. Like, it's expected. It's a birthday.
That's what I was saying.
You were born.
You were born. Honestly, like, I know there's Mother's Day, but your mom should be celebrated on your birthday. She was the one that was sitting there and paid in labor. But that's neither here nor there. Just don't be doing the most. And as grown people, you should expect to work if you have a job on your birthday. Like, I don't understand that either. People upset because they gotta work. It's like, we're grown now. Yeah, you gotta make some money so you can enjoy your birthday, I guess, right?
And
Something to think about.
It's a shame that it has.
Yeah, like it's crazy out here. I don't know, but you guys chime in, tell us in the comments how you feel about this. Let us know if you agree or disagree, because we love to hear from you guys. But I think that this is something that needs to be said and done. But that's all I've got to say about the situation. I don't know if you had anything else to add to the ending.
No, I do not. No, I do not. I definitely would like everybody to get a chance to take time and submit your scary stories. If you want to come backstage, come backstage. Tell us your scary stories live on here. Scary relationship stories. And like we said, Halloween's coming up. We big Halloween fans. What's the scariest relationship you ever been in? What's the scariest thing you ever went through in a relationship?
Yeah, and it doesn't even have to be just relationships necessarily. Like a relationship should be like friends too, because I know some weird friend groups. I know some crazy people that have done things to be in a friendship with someone, things like that. So
you know what? I think I skipped a current event that I actually want to do.
Oh no, what is it?
I think I skipped one.
Is it
Hold
scary?
on. Wait a second. No.
Oh no. There's probably a reason you skipped it.
I think I skipped a current event.
Oh no, you can't skip current events. It's probably one that you needed to skip.
I don't even know how I skipped it.
Oh man. But anyways, you guys, while he's looking for that, make sure you guys go visit adamandeve.com. Check it out. Use code LL69 so you can get you some good old sex toys and enjoy your celebrations. You got the holidays coming up and all of that good stuff. So make sure you check it out. Is this what you wanted to do?
Yes.
Oh Lord, go ahead.
There's no way I could let Tammy Roman walk away without putting her in these current events. Because she got some big ass feet.
What? Okay, go ahead. There's a reason. There's a reason that you forgot to do this. How do you know how big that woman's feet are?
Carrie chimed in and said that her kids should give her a present on Mother's Day. Sweet May is in the building. But yeah, she got some big ass feet. So I had to put Tammy Roman on here. Have you ever watched that show, the ex-wives of the ballers and stuff? That one was a good one for a while.
Basketball Wives?
Yeah.
What are you calling it? How old are you?
I mean, shit, it was only what? How many was actually basketball wives at the time that they were on the show? Like
0.
1, and then she got divorced.
0, but
that's what I'm trying to tell you. So it basketball wise, it goes in quotations. But back to Tammy Roman with her big ass feet. She said, if you met the perfect mate, I mean, you really feel this is the one, then they ask you to be a part of a polygamous relationship with 2 other women, all bills paid, card paid off, a $2,500 a month stipend with Tuesdays and Thursdays as your relationship day. Would you share? So by would you share, she means would you take part in it?
Right. I understand all of that. But
I'm saying that for the listeners out there.
Oh, I got you. But it says if you met the perfect mate, but then it continues. That's not your perfect mate then. So you just need to stop at that sentence. It's not. If you are someone who wants to be in a relationship with just one person, that's no longer your perfect mate, because that's not what you see in a relationship. So it's this. That's it. Wrap it up.
I understand what you're saying. As a married woman. But as a former member of the National Players Association, I must say that this sounds like a hell of a fucking deal if you're single.
No, but you guys are. You want to be in that type of relationship, then that's it. Go ahead. I got cut off. What were you saying?
I was really just saying that I don't think as a single person that this is a bad deal. And let me tell you why. You know, I think outside the box all the time. I think about all of the women out there who got a fake baby daddies. Mm-hmm. That means y'all got to go get pregnant by a dude and then leave him so y'all can get that check. And them motherfuckers only be like $300 to, and some of y'all getting $25 checks. But we'll talk about y'all motherfuckers dating them low end dudes later. But they normally only like $300 to $500. So y'all got to do it like 2 or 3 times. I feel like this is a better deal than the shit that y'all do.
Yeah, if you are someone who's thinking like that, but I'm saying if you are someone who has this perfect Cinderella idea in your head as you want to be in a relationship with one person, it's not it for you.
I mean, because though. You got Tuesdays and Thursdays, all expenses paid.
You can't do that. You can't do that for yourself.
Huh?
You can't do that for yourself. You can't pay your own bills and see, this is the problem that we're having right now, because now you're already going into a relationship as if you are handicapped. Like you can't do anything on your own. Like you shouldn't have to rely on someone to do all this for you anyways.
I'm just saying, if you offered me, like I said, as a former member of the National Players Association, I must say, if you said, hey, be here on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm going to pay all your bills and give you $2,500 a month to spend on whatever you want. Trust me, before they got done with the $2,500, I would have been signing whatever papers and agreeing to whatever. You know what I'm saying? Depends on your age and where you at in life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
2,500 ain't what 2,500 used to be.
No, it's not. No, that's like $1, honestly.
But even now, if that was a starting point for me, I can build a lot with $2,500 a week, and I only got to show up Tuesdays and Thursdays.
I mean, we can agree to disagree. I get what you're saying, but I also understand what I'm saying.
Think about old girl who's dating a dude who just wrote that status about her, about how he leaving when he get a job.
Yeah.
First of all, my man's taking this deal.
But he may not know.
Second of all, she's taking this deal because she's dating my man's. So if we take us out of it, this is a great deal for a lot of people. For a lot of people, this is a great deal. I've seen some of the people y'all date. Some of them are literally delivered to y'all on that bus that ain't stretched as long as it should be.
I don't know. I just feel like it's saying it. I'm saying it seems as if she's going into this as your perfect mate is someone that's all about you. And now all of a sudden you got everything you wanted, but now it's like, oh yeah, there's other people. Like if you're thinking about it in that standpoint, then no, that's not your perfect mate.
I agree. But if you was thinking about it for what it is, what if you don't like to be smothered all the time? Maybe it still is your perfect mate.
But that's not what she means, though. I know what she's talking about. She's not thinking like you're thinking.
But what she said is, if you met the perfect mate, I mean, you really felt this one. Mm-hmm. Then they asked you to be a part of it. First of all, before we go any further, let's talk about this. Everything in the Bible, everybody always wants to pattern ourselves after, except when it comes to polygamy. Don't nobody want to do polygamy. But everybody want to follow everything else in the Bible. Mary had a whole baby by a dude that she ain't never touched. Polygamy was in the Bible. We got to stop looking at it in a bad light. Sometimes
you are outrageous.
You women ain't worth being the only one.
But this is still not what. All right, Chief. But that's not what she's saying at all. But okay, I get.
I'm just saying.
I get what you are saying. You're coming at it as a single bachelor that doesn't give a fuck about being in a relationship or being married. Yeah, this is a perfect setup. But if you are someone who is ready for that and you think you met the one and all of a sudden he's like, surprise, like, no, this ain't it then. That's not it.
You gotta broaden your horizon, sis.
People are going to have issues with that on top of the fact that now they gotta, this is going to cause a bunch of drama because she already sounds very unhappy already to start because she's already asking. This is a dumbass question.
Honestly. But she got some big ass feet, so she
how do you know how big this woman's feet are?
Huh?
How do you know how big this woman's feet are?
Man, you ever seen ex-wives of the basketball players?
Just move on.
She definitely got some grape stompers.
Get out of here. Just go. I'm mad you came back to that.
I had to, man, because I think it's a good question. Like, a lot of people out there that's watching right now, they're not answering. And there's a reason they're not answering. Because it's a really good deal. First of all, polygamy doesn't happen like that. Let's put that out there.
No.
Polygamy does not work like a part-time job. You can't just show up on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's not polygamy. That's you being a prostitute.
But my thing is this, though. Like, I feel like, in a sense, you're kind of being disrespectful to polygamists because it's disrespectful to their values. Just because you're in a relationship with 3 people doesn't mean that you have to expect or deserve to be paid out because of it. Like,
that's exactly what I'm saying.
Those are still real relationships.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the polygamy does not work like that.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
But I was saying the way she put it,
yeah,
was like a part-time job. That's not polygamy.
Yeah, no, it's not, and it's just stupid. Like, she just worded it. It's just stupid all the way around. Like, I just.
Well, you know what they say about women with big feet.
Okay.
So Sweet May chimed in. She said it could be fun. I'm thinking of all the non-money perks. The money would be cool, but my man and I would bring in another lady because we like her. Look at Sweet May. Expand your horizons.
And I agree with that. Like, if there's something that you guys agree on and that's something that you both enjoy, but just because he's paying you and you're just forced to like someone else, like, that's strange, right? Or you're forced to work something out because you're getting paid. That's not a relationship at all.
Well, and in the polygamist defense, in the person's defense in this who may have offered Tammy Roman this, I will say that it might take 5 women to put together the perfect woman for him, because just like men, every man can't fulfill all your needs. Every man ain't built like that. You know what I'm saying? Every man can't be everything you want him to be. Every woman can't be everything you want them to be. I was about to say, so sometimes you got to stack them motherfuckers and add them together, get you a full roster of people who are good at what they're good at, and now you got the perfect relationship.
Yeah. But you definitely should have some sort of opinion or have something to do with who they are. Not just, hey, I'm paying you $2,500, so you need to like her or you need to be okay. Like, I'm just not okay with
any of that.
Slave mentality to me. But whatever.
Who?
Was that?
Who said any of that?
That's what I'm reading it as. Like, he didn't ask her if she actually liked the 2 other women or if she could meet them first. Like, if you guys are reading this, right? He took it off, but if you're reading into this, you took off the little. But if you read really into it, it doesn't say he values your opinion on the other 2 women. It's just simply saying, like, you are getting this, this, and that, so you're going to get other women involved.
No, and what I read it as was, your day is Tuesday and Thursdays. You not to be concerned with any of that.
See, I didn't, because there's no way that you are never going to interfere with each other.
Listen, now you are guesstimating.
That's a perfect world. That's
now you are guesstimating.
There's not going to work.
I'm saying that he said Tuesdays and Thursdays is your relationship day, and he gonna give you $2,500. Now, if he violates the contract,
well, he's a damn fool.
By all means. Now, this deal ain't what it seemed to be.
There's no way that could ever work, because there is no way that there's never going to be a time that they have to ever interact with each other. Like, there's going to be a time where someone gets a flat tire and they might need you to pick them up if you care about them, right? I was just saying there's going to be a time someone might get a flat tire and they might need you to, that might not be on Tuesday that happens. Like, sometimes you're going to interfere with each other. That's not how it works in a perfect world, maybe, but in real life, no, because things happen.
Listen,
and if you're in a
my
real
contract
relationship with
says
someone,
that I get $2,500 and my bills paid, and I only got to be there Tuesdays and Thursdays, and that's my relationship day, God damn it, I'm holding you to the contract. Now, if you gonna violate these terms, then we got to renegotiate this contract. But I'm not gonna guesstimate that other people gonna be there on my day. I'm gonna go in and see how this job is to me.
So she didn't say signing a contract. So now we got contracts. Where'd you read that?
No, I'm saying that the verbal contract states that it's $2,500 a day and your day is Tuesdays and Thursdays. Okay. So bring your motherfucking ass in and be lovey-dovey on Tuesdays and Thursdays and don't worry about the rest of the shit.
I guess, whatever, but it's just, so to answer your question, Tammy, if that's not what you want in life, then no, that's not your perfect mate and you need to let it go. But to be honest with you, we need to end all of this by saying that no one really asked Tammy to do this.
You never know. They might have had a winery and they need some grape stump.
Nobody. You know what? Okay, bye. Moving on. I can't stand you. Please move on. Please.
I would definitely play Tammy Roman $2,500 a month to stump grapes at my winery.
You got me
sure.
You got me wanting to Google this woman's size shoe after this. Google's gonna think I'm so weird. My search history is gonna be like,
it's gonna, you gonna Google that shit, it's gonna say damn.
So anyways, going into scary relationship stories, that's kind of perfect because you're afraid of her big feet. So do you have any stories? And I want you guys to chime in too. Let us know below if you ever had anyone who stopped you trying to get with you, or if you ever got in a relationship and someone started just acting bizarre after you guys got into it. Please let us know. Share your stories. Join us if you would like to, because I really need to hear this. Babe, do you have any scary stories, relationship stories, friendship stories, anything weird? Anybody ever do anything weird?
The scariest story that I have in relationships, and let me keep it real here. I know I'm silly a lot, but this one got real serious. It's like all the girls who ever left me, look at me now.
I knew you were about to say
all the girls who ever lost out on all of this. That's scary. That's scary, ain't it? No, I truthfully, honestly don't pay. We were talking about it earlier. Like, she was like, "You ain't never had no stalkers. You ain't never had no crazy people." I could have, but who the fuck knows? I don't know. I don't pay attention to people enough to know.
You probably did, and you're just so self-observed that you didn't realize. I mean, your name is Captain Arrogant for a reason. So, like, I'm pretty sure you've had someone crazy before, and you just didn't realize it. I've got 2 stories.
Oh.
You do have one?
I do have the girl who used to call my mama a lot.
Okay, go ahead. They're seeing.
I do have the girl. So I had this chick.
Oh, I think you got cut off.
Am I still there? I think you're the one who's cut off, but I won this time. So I did have this chick at one point in time, and she was side chick is what y'all call it these days.
Oh, I missed the beginning. But go ahead.
I said I had this girl at one point in time, and this is what people call these days a side chick. Back then we just called it getting your bills paid and getting some Jordans. But no, I had this girl, but she had a lot of perks. Like, she used to work at McDonald's, and I talked about her before on the show. Work at McDonald's all the time, got free food. Great girlfriend or friend to have in college. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? It was a great person to be in touch with in college because food was at a premium at that point. But it got to a point where I kind of stopped talking to her because she was a little loopy.
Oh,
and then she started like interfering and like she started interfering with my other relationships. So I had to like cut her short. But then she had like kept calling my mama and shit. And that was weird. I'm trying to wait for you to get back so you can hear this story.
I know, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I keep
turn your Wi-Fi off. It's worked for me this far.
Turn it off?
Turn your Wi-Fi off on your phone. Just swipe down and turn your Wi-Fi off.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
It's worked for me this far.
Okay. I might hold on. Let me try to do this. Hold on, y'all.
So yeah, like in all honesty, like I just had to like cut her short because, like I said, she started interfering with like my other chicks. That shit couldn't happen. Nobody's more important than the team. That's just how I ran shit. That's just how I believe things to work. But she kept calling my mom, and then I found out like she was doing random shit for my mom, like when I wasn't around. Like my mom was sending her shopping and shit, and like she was bringing my mama stuff, and I was like, dog, like when I got a hold of it, it was like a year later. Like, how long has she been doing this shit? What the fuck? Like, why are y'all even talking? That's weird.
So that creeped you out? That was creepy to you?
Oh shit, beyond creepy, bro. Like that's super weird. Like I had to call like, yo, stop calling my mama, dog. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, that's bizarre. Especially being that I'm just so like about my mom and dad. Like I barely even let people meet them. So for that to be happening, that's very, very strange. But I mean,
yeah,
but at least
that's about the scariest story because I felt a certain way about that. I felt like,
yeah.
You ever felt like if you've ever gotten your car broken into before, you know this feeling.
Yeah.
You just feel violated.
You feel violated. I know what you mean.
Even
but at least
though
she was doing
like
nice
everything
stuff.
in your car is replaceable, or even if they didn't steal shit and they just ramshacked your shit looking for stuff. Because if you from the city of Detroit, you pretty much don't keep nothing in your car. That's just a no-no.
I mean, you shouldn't anywhere, but yeah, I guess.
I don't know how it works other places, but you better not leave shit in your car in Detroit. I know better. I've gotten my car ramshacked plenty of times. I actually leave my doors open because I'd rather you ramshack my car and not break my window. Yeah. So I'll leave my doors unlocked for you. But understand one thing, that feeling of violation is insane. And I had that same feeling. So
it's yucky for sure. But I always just was raised to know that people from anywhere move in other locations, so you can definitely get robbed anywhere. But at least she was doing nice stuff. You know?
You said what?
I said at least she was doing nice stuff though. Like at least it wasn't like
but it was.
But I get
it all was like backhanded though, because we knew what it was for.
Yeah, she was trying.
It was like in hope she might run into me. Like weird.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, Chris, that is crazy. Good job. I feel like you're Jabria right now. Like, good job. See, I knew you had something in you. I actually have 2 stories, which is ridiculous. By
the way, if y'all didn't know a little backstory, Brittany is the stalker queen. So she probably has more than 2 stories. She's just only gonna tell y'all 2.
Yeah, I only have 2 that were like personal, like actual people that I knew of, you know what I mean, that could physically get to me. I have had some other weird stuff, obviously it's my job and social media, so but like I had one guy that I met briefly at a church event of all things, and Hallelujah. He got my number from someone, and it ended up that he was actually associates with a bunch of my other friends. So, you know, Twitter was that deal back in the day. And every time I would tweet, because I didn't know any better back then, you know what I mean? Like I was young. So every time I would tweet like, hey, about to like go to this, watch this fight tonight at this place with so-and-so, like he would show up, and he always had an excuse to do it because he was friends with my friends, like they were mutual, you know what I mean? But like it got to the point where even they were like, yo, why are you always here when, you know what I mean, like why are you appearing, you weren't even invited to this? Like it was really strange. And then he told me that he was actually going to get my name tattooed to him. Never even did anything with dude, never even went on a date with dude, nothing like that. But he was going to get my name tattooed to him. I could have got a pair of lubes. Times, but it wasn't worth it.
Your game wasn't tight enough.
Huh?
Your game wasn't tight enough.
Dog, no, it's not that. It's just sometimes you really have to, when someone's acting that insane, like you have to really know how to like cut it, you know what I mean? Like, and that's why I always say I'm not that desperate for money. I'm not like, I've never been that I can buy my own pair of lubes really at the end of the day. So like I'm not about to sit here and have you possibly kill me for some shoes, because that means I would have had to meet up with dude in order for him to give me those shoes. It was not worth it. So ladies, sometimes you just gotta know your worth and not meet up for that, because dude was out of here for sure. Like was showing up at places just because I tweeted that I was about to be there. Like that's too much. Way too much. It was uncomfortable. But that was one. And then the second one pretty much was kind of the same. We were a little bit more friends because he was really friends with one of my best friends, but he was just doing the most and started sending me stuff. Sent one of his cousins to my house to drop off flowers and stuff. Like just doing the most. Crazy to me. But have you ever also had, he was one of those people that did not talk to me in public though, but would do the most. Like he would see me, not even talk. But then was like sending random people to my house to give me flowers. So that's weird.
I'm really just sitting here in awe. Like, what the fuck part of the game is this? Like, who raised y'all? Like, why are you like this?
I don't know. But I'm leaving out a lot of the stories and I'm joking about it. But that stuff it's scary. It really is like genuinely scary. And like to me, I just feel like I'm thankful because I think about all the weird things that happened to me back in the day, and I'm just really thankful to still be here. Because, like, a lot of the things I hear about in the news and stuff now, like, a lot of people acted like with me. I'm just glad to still be alive because
That's because a lot of these people are raising Kodak blacks, and they see the signs of their kids as weird, and they never tell them. If your kids are being weird, please tell them they're being weird, because they're going to weird out other people later on. Like, these dudes probably had they had no clue that they were being weird. They probably thought that was romantic.
Yep. Right? I mean,
like saying to somebody, I've heard dudes say to a girl, like, you should have married me. That shit's weird.
So weird. So weird.
Which means that one of them was married at the time, and now post somebody being married, you saying that shit's weird, bro.
It's weird. It's disrespectful because, like, it's outrageous to me because obviously we're not married for a reason. If I'm sitting here married, like, how dare you disrespect my relationship saying that nonsense? So that means that you also still think you have a chance for you.
Not just that though, like, out of all of the game that you could run,
right?
We're gonna take it back preschool, but out of all the shit you could say, this is what you came up with.
Right. Like, you jump from, we should have at least dabbled into the sex department. You jump from that just straight marriage.
You skipped on let's go half on the baby. You skipped let's go half on the baby. You skipped a lot of shit. I saw you running in my dreams. You skipped a lot of shit that was corny, but still better than what you led with. That shit's weird.
Half on a baby's a little weird too, because that's
half on a baby is still less weird than I'm gonna get your name tatted on me.
Yeah,
you should have married me. Yeah. All that creepy dude shit that these creepy dudes be doing, that shit's creepy.
Yeah, it's gotta stop. It's gotta stop. We gotta normalize, like you said, as parents. I mean, we're not parents, but people who are parents. Like, we gotta start normalizing that like saying like you're weird and we need to get you some help before this continues. It's just gotta stop. Like, and it's not just men either. Like, I'm not just saying like raise your sons right, like raise your daughters right too, because there are really, really scary, crazy women out here too.
Oh yeah, so. No doubt. And y'all got to understand that kids see everything, and they kind of tailor their lives off of what they see. So if they telling somebody that they're gonna get their name tatted on them, somewhere along the line, they seen their mama say that to somebody else.
I honestly wanted to say my name, the way I spell Brittany too, is just a little bit different from the normal, which I don't understand why, because I feel like my spelling is the normal way it should be spelled. Brittany, Britney. That's how I spell it. That's Brittany. Brittany is Brittany. So, but I wanted to ask you too, like, do you even know how to spell my name? You know what I mean? Because he probably would have got it misspelled. He probably would have spelled it wrong. He probably would have spelled it with 2 T's and an A and Y, because that's just how people think you spell it. But that's just...
You should have told dude to make sure he get it on his neck. That's what you should have told dude.
But I'm sitting here, like, I remember when he said it too, and I'm sitting here begging him, like, please don't do that. Like, that's suspicious. That's strange. And when people act like that with me too, I'm more embarrassed for myself than I am for them. I was just thinking, like, dog, like, if you get my name tattooed to you, like, people are going to think things. Like, that's weird, right?
Yeah, that's very weird.
Like, leave me the hell alone. Like, please don't get my name tattooed to you. That's not sexy at all.
It's not at all, and it's like I said, it's absurdly weird, and your parents never told you weird. It's really their fault. But since y'all didn't add no stories into the comments, glad we brought our own stories. So I'll let my wife explain these because I know not one of these. For those of you who are listening, it's a picture of a woman with a glass at a table, and it says he couldn't let everything go. It says all fun and games until someone starts crying.
Yeah. So this story, pretty much, I got all of these off of Reddit. she met dude off of a dating app. It wasn't Tinder because it was back in the day, so it was something else that was out. She met with him, and I guess he was super weird on the date. So she had told him that she was done with him, but he still pursued her. He even found where she went to school and knew that she was a drama major. So he went to one of her plays that was like an hour away from where he lived and waited till the end of her play and waited until she got done greeting everybody. Everybody hugged her. Her family left just to say, "Oh, this is why you've been so busy." And then he just left. She said
As
she never heard
if
him.
that was the reason that she didn't call.
Yes. He just wouldn't let anything go. Like, that's so creepy, right?
Yeah, that's the beginning of like a Lifetime movie. Does this stuff really happen in life? Insane.
Yeah.
So this one says his apartment was filled with blood-stained pillowcases. Sometimes you know exactly when to leave.
So I hate to say it, but again, this was another dating app. I don't know what's going on with these dating apps, but y'all gotta be careful. I know not everybody has a bad story. But this is another one. She went over to his apartment. She said he had like 4 dusty, just rusty razors in his shower. I guess he would cut himself with them and then lay on his pillowcase. So she's assuming that's where the blood was from, but I wouldn't assume that. I would think he's a killer. So she just said his bathroom was filthy. Like, everything was just disgusting. He had blood stains everywhere, and everything was just unkept. So
okay, so I'm not gonna say nothing bad to people who cut themselves. I know that's a real thing these days. But if you're gonna go out on a date, and this is just a heads up from Captain Eric, you're gonna go out on a date and you're looking for a girl, you might bring her home. Clean up. Mm-hmm. Clean up. The fact that this motherfucker didn't clean up and felt as if it was okay for it, that's the creepy part. Yeah. The fact that you would bring somebody back like this shit is normal.
Yeah, with your bodily fluids just everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, that's strange. Like, to me, again, I assumed he was a killer, but like, that's so strange.
Very
to not
odd.
Clean up. Like, even killers clean up after themselves. So yeah, he's just nasty.
That shit is beyond me, to the point where like, this can't be real. That's borderline. That won't even be on like Lifetime. That's just too graphic for Lifetime. That's weird. That's extra weird. That gets 10 on the weird level.
Yeah. Really
but
strange.
We did get a story from one of our listeners out there. Sweet May chimed in. Sweet May says someone who worked near her got her number and texted good morning, good evening, and good night daily for weeks with no reply until she freaked out. He didn't realize that it was creepy, I'm guessing.
See, that's what we were just talking about. Like, a lot of these dudes do not know that they're being weird, and that's disturbing.
That shit's sick, bro. But and that's not unheard of. Like, a lot of y'all are doing that in people's inboxes, to this day. Mm-hmm. You gotta cut it out. You gotta cut the talking to yourself shit out. Like, you're gonna shoot your shot. And we talked about this on Diving in Your DMs or whatever that episode was called. But don't be weirdo, dude, talking to yourself every day as if one day she's gonna look up and say, you know what, this dude has been real consistent talking to himself. Let me give him some play. Right. And then some of y'all get blocked from the DMs and y'all proceed to the person's wall to write good morning, beautiful. Mm-hmm. And then y'all, the crazy part is y'all doing this to the people who butt naked on their profile picture. Mm-hmm. Where it would be, like, it's one thing to get turned down by a fully clothed woman in public. But there's one thing to get turned down by somebody who already butt naked. That's totally different. And not only are you getting turned down, but you're writing good morning, beautiful on her goddamn wall. That's weird. Very weird. It's even the steps that you have to take, like what May just shared. Like, what did he have to do to get your number? You know what I mean? Like, and the person who gave it to him is bold too, like bogus. I've always believed, because when people ask me for people's numbers, I straight go to the source. Like, hey, so and so just asked me for your number. Is it okay if I give it to them? And if they don't even answer me, like, I just won't give you their number, because that's so disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like, you don't just hand out people's information. You don't do it. So
If you didn't give him if you didn't
weird.
give him your number and he's out here asking other people for it, like that's already red flag. He should know. Like,
yeah, like asking your homeboy for somebody else's number is a no-go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you got such and such number. Let me get that number. I'm about to hit her up. Weird. Like you can't even introduce yourself because you're gonna have to explain how you got it.
Yes, you do. And if you lie about the story of how you got it, then it's already not starting off right. It's just all the way creepy.
This one is hilarious because this relates to a lot of people that I see on Instagram and Snapchat. It says he brought up marriage too quickly and reacted poorly when she wasn't into it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Weird.
What's the story behind this one?
Well, she went out to, I don't understand. It wasn't titled meeting on a dating app, but again, they met from a dating app. She met with dude and he already was like, we should get married. Simple as said, but like, it's weird. And I think a lot of men too think that that's not necessary. I don't even think a lot of men necessarily even want to really get married. I think that's just a way that they think they can easily get to a woman's pants because they feel like we are emotional creatures and every woman in the world wants to get married, right? But no, this is weird to some women. Not all, because there are a lot of women who are in a rush to get married, but to some women, you will still find some gems out there that think this is very, very strange. Like, I'm not already about to think about a lifetime with you if I just met you.
This one is a level 6 on this creepy level. And I'm going to tell you why, because it's only creepy because he's a guy. If this was a girl doing this, it would be normal.
Yeah, because, girls are known for that. That's why I'm saying, like, I think.
Yeah, this is very, like, double standardy. But still, when dudes do it, very creepy. But girls do this shit all the time. And I find it just as equally creepy when they do it.
Yes, it is.
You date 7 people a year, and every person that you date, you're talking about being married to them in the future and posting rings. That's the shit right there. You're posting wedding rings. If the motherfucker want to give you a ring, he's gonna give you one. And it probably ain't gonna be one that you posted. You think that they get to, after the rings, they get to posting what? Houses.
Kids.
Like you're just jumping the gun, sis. Can you cook? Is your pussy any good? Like, you're jumping the gun. There's a lot of tests that you're gonna have to pass before you get to ring and house.
At least you should. And if you don't, then something's not, to me, right.
And then, like, and I always say this, people probably ain't gonna believe it about me, but if some shit is too easy, that's automatic creepy. If it's way too easy, you probably don't want it. So if a motherfucker handing you a ring in a house right away off the rip, be very fucking concerned about what comes with it. Yeah,
there's a backstory to it. Strange. I mean, there's like the exception, if you will, that could possibly work, but that's very rare. I'm pretty sure it's like 1% that actually ever works out, but
man, that's probably because one of them died early. But May chimed back in about her story, and she said that he thought it was okay. She was scared to even pass by dude. And he did switch from texting her to Facebook right after. See, y'all, we don't be making this stuff up. Like, we see it all the time. We see it every day. We know weirdos. When you see them, you just gotta be ready for the red flags and to call them out. So Melissa just chimed in. And I did not read this before I put it up. So, but it's Melissa, so who cares? Melissa gets a pass. I just saw her name and put it up. She said, my husband had my house phone number because I had a mutual friend living with me, but still asked me for my number before he called me. That's called being not creepy. Just because I got your house number don't mean that I can call your cell phone.
Yeah, that's a little bit different, especially being that I know their backstory. Also, they knew each other for years, so like they were friends too. Like, he actually had a reason to do that. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Like, but still, like, he didn't just go like, yo, I'm already talking to her. Let me get that cell phone number. I'm gonna hit her up on
Yeah.
herself. Weird, bro. That'd have been weird.
Yeah. Yeah. People, to me, I just feel like this. You should never want someone that you want to be with afraid of you. Like, end of story. Like, you should never want a girl to be afraid to pass by you if you like her. Why do you want that? You know what I mean? It's not nothing to be
What's that show
proud
you
of.
watch? What's that show you watch with Joe?
You
ain't that what all the girls be thirsting over? Don't say people don't like it because they like Joe.
You know, women have honestly been glorifying murderers for years, though. This is nothing new. Like, I've seen many people say, I think not Charles Manson, but like even this dude that killed his whole family, Chris Watts, like women were writing him love letters and shit. Like, there is a very toxic world that we live in, and women think that that is glamorous for some reason until they're the ones getting killed up. You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't want that for yourself. But yeah, I know what you're saying. Some people think that, oh, because he's good looking, it's okay he killed his whole family. Sis, what you think? He's going to change because, like, you're with him now? No, he's going to kill you too. So I don't understand how you can be attracted to a murderer, but it's just me. I don't know.
Hey, man. You know, people got what they like. You know, maybe some people like being stalked and scared for their life every day. Yeah. You seen that Chloe said she don't like when somebody answers the phone when she call.
Right. Some people,
a killer would probably turn her the fuck on.
Some people feed off drama for sure.
Yeah. So the next one we got is she tried to trick her date into having a threesome. Please give us backstory.
This one, another dating app. They met and she met the person just so she could be like, hey, you want to have a threesome tonight? So she just thought she was about to kick it with potentially the love of her life. And the person that she met up with was like, hey, I'm trying to be down with you and another person tonight. You trying to
So was it girl on girl, or was this girl guy, or?
It was 3 women.
Oh.
Yeah. So you said, oh, you agree with that one?
Oh, okay. That's a little bit different. I'm just trying to figure out the creepy level meter of this whole thing. Tad bit different if it's 3 women. That ain't nothing but a little bit of fun. Sound like a pillow fight to me.
Well, to be honest with you, when it comes to threesome, I feel like, you know, this is the perfect ideal situation if you are someone who's into that, because to me, I think if you are going to have a threesome, it would be better if it's someone that you're not too connected with. If you especially aren't married or anything, you guys don't have that conversation, that emotional attachment quite yet. I feel like this would be the perfect opportunity to do that, but she wasn't happy with it. So,
and also, if you're going to have a threesome and you need some strap-ons and some dildos, make sure you go to adamandevestores.com and use the code LL69 because you're going to get a bunch of free stuff. So if you need some stiff for the push to add to the bush, go to adamandevestores.com and use code LL69. But no, like, to me, it's less creepy because it's women. If this was dudes and or maybe a dude and 2 women, it would still be really weird because, like, that's not how you approach this whole thing as a guy. But that, you know, as a dude looking at 3 women, hey, you know, I feel like women are naturally more comfortable with each other than they are with a man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Even though y'all can't get along for too long together in the same room, like,
that's untrue. Don't say that. Very untrue.
Even though y'all can't get along for it's a lot of reality shows built off that fact.
Very untrue. Very untrue.
But like, I just feel like y'all are more comfortable, especially sexually, with each other. So a woman asking a woman to have a threesome with another woman, that's like, that's about as close as you're gonna get to first date threesome action.
You know, it depends though, because there's a lot of aggressive women out there these days. Like, it just depends. Women are starting to man up, so
come on, man.
It just is creepy. It depends on the female, but yes, I do agree with what you were saying. Other than we don't get along for too long, that's a lie. Like, my reality show would be so boring with my core friend group because they would be like, "Yo, where's the drama?" Because I never even understood that.
Yeah, but like, put you on a reality show with 3 random women, it's going down.
Nah.
I feel like there's an estrogen level limit. Like there is a limit on how much estrogen can be in the air at one time.
I just don't agree with that. I think also it just goes with how you were raised. Like some women feel like that's the way to live life, but like I'm clearly, to me, I feel like at one point all my friends were strangers. If you really think about it, like we weren't always friends. We had to meet each other first. And for us, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but
Like
y'all
so.
like kind of grew up together and y'all had years of putting that friendship together. I'm saying three randos getting put together. First of all, somebody's personality is going to turn everybody off.
But that's anybody. Like if you were in a
Exactly.
room with
But
three
especially
dudes,
with women.
psh, I don't know. I just don't agree with that. And I
Now,
really
these days,
admire
now let me give you something.
that.
These days, men are kind of cut the same. They ain't cut like
Yeah.
they used to be. Because back in the day, men used to have a rule. If you don't like what I'm saying, then we're going to fight. After the fight is over, it's going to be an agreement made based on who won this fight about how we're going to continue forward or we're going to fight again. You know what I'm saying? But now
Yeah.
dudes ain't built like that. Now we sensitive and
Yeah.
out here taking
Yes.
pregnancy pictures and carrying
Yes.
purses, the
Yes.
whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
But I think that threesome one was like a level 5 on the creepy meter. I'm not even gonna give that high.
It wasn't that creepy.
Wasn't that creepy? If she said no, she said no. I mean, shoot your shot. I ain't mad at you.
Yes, but if you just said no and she was okay with that and you moved on, like that's not creepy. So
not creepy at all.
Yeah.
So this one that we have, it says he wanted a reimbursement for his drink. Did we already talk about this one?
Kind of. I mean, not today, but we've talked about one like this before.
Okay, so backstory, please.
So she met up with dude and he was upset because she actually didn't end up liking him. He was just talking too much, but he had invited her out for drinks. And so he asked for another date. She said no. And she said no before the payment came. And he said, listen, you're going to give me the money for this drink because I'm not about to pay for this stuff. So, yep. Because she didn't want a second date.
So her second date was attached to her meal.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think that sis might have jumped the gun a little bit here. Dating rule number 1. First of all, second date shouldn't even be discussed until drop off.
Yeah.
It's a reason that these rules are in place. If he tricked you into discussing your second date at this restaurant, you stand a chance of walking home and paying for whatever's on that table. He should have hit her with the "I'm going to the bathroom" and never came back.
Listen, this is creepy, not on his end, but for her to me. Because I feel like if you just went on a first date with someone, like you shouldn't assume they're going to pay for you anyways. And then if you did not like him and you made it clear as day while you were with him, you should be willingly like, yo, I'm just going to pay for my drink and dip. You know what I mean? Like, this shouldn't be an issue.
First of all, it's just a funky ass drink.
Yeah,
you shouldn't be leaving out. You should not be leaving the house with at least enough money for you to get home from where you're at or pay for whatever you're doing. Like, that's the rule. If you can't afford to cover everything that you're doing, you should not be leaving home. This shouldn't even be a meme. She should have paid for her drink and left and been cool.
Yeah.
And like I said, she learned a valuable lesson. You don't discuss second dates or sex until you pass eating and getting paid for.
But he may have not liked her either. You know what I mean? Like, maybe he intentionally was acting like an ass because he wasn't into it and purposely set her up so she'd have to pay for her own drink. You never know. Like,
I would hope not.
He may not have liked her, you know? I hope not either, but there's some people out here that are very strategic. So
yeah, I don't like people like that because you could just give them a lead, bro.
You can.
That's creepy level 1. I'm not gonna even say that's creepy at all. That's just pay for your own drink, you fucking freeloader. This one says he punched out her windshield.
Yeah. They didn't go well, so he met up at her car and then he just punched her windshield out.
Creepy level 10, and I don't even know the backstory. Backstory, please.
That's 10. They just met. A lot of these are all just met type of stories, but they just met, went on a date. Again, she told dude that she didn't want to see him again afterwards because she was miserable the whole time. He was just talking about himself. And so he walked out and punched her windshield when she got to her car. Didn't like rejection.
Wow.
Creepy as
wow.
hell. Yeah.
Where do y'all be finding these dudes, man?
I don't know, but it's kind of showing how I guess you can't be honest. People don't like honesty. You gotta wait till you get home to be like, nope, no second date. Don't do it in person, I guess.
Well, there are protocols that you have to follow. If you're riding with somebody else, you don't talk shit about their car because you could possibly be walking.
Mm-hmm. You should be walking if you're doing that, yeah.
You don't really kind of like do certain things out of order because it could lead to other things. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
As a former member of the National Players Association, I will tell you this: sometimes you just gotta play shit off until y'all not that person no more.
Yeah,
you know
especially as a female. Mm-hmm.
Like my favorite things when girls used to ask me, like, so what we doing? Like that was a question for me that I'd be like, time's up.
Like
time to get on my horse.
That's such
and ride off into the sunset, because now they were trying to figure out what we about to be, if we're gonna be in a relationship, or what's this title. So what we doing?
Is that what that means? I was gonna say that's such an open-ended question. Does that mean what are you doing after
you know what it means when you get it, because the timing that you get it, and you've been fooling around for however long, and then that question gets popped on you. You know exactly what it means when you get it.
Okay.
It's open-ended as hell, but it just means so what do you want from me, and why am I here? What are your plans with me, type of deal. Like before I sell out, I used to get the hell out.
Yeah, I would be the worst man ever. It's a good thing I'm not, because I would be such an asshole if someone asked me that. I would be like, oh, we'll go to McDonald's after this. Like, I would answer that so horribly. What do you mean?
No, it's always it usually is put like, it usually is put to the test at like a weird point, like where this date could swing either way. This either could go I'm getting out this car, or you about to get some vagina. So you got to make a decision, like, is vagina tonight important enough for me to have a girlfriend tomorrow?
See, and that's stupid. That is dumb, because you probably shouldn't ask that before it happens, because clearly he's only giving you the answer you want to try to get that. So you gotta, I guess you should plan when you're gonna ask that question, because that sounds dumb.
The only thing that I will say, and this is something that y'all can use in the future, I'm all about giving advice, is that, take a couple shots and then say that you don't remember that you committed to this last night. That always works. Blame it on the alcohol.
Oh. Still sounds dumb though. just don't ask that. Like, if you have to ask that question, then you
gotta be strategic, and you gotta be able to play the moves when they come, and you gotta be able to play them at the right time. Otherwise, you will end up in a bad situation. Like I said, don't be the person asking questions while you're getting ridden around, because you could get put out.
But why?
And we don't know if he's gonna stop the car to do it. Yeah. So might want to be strategic in asking these questions.
Or just don't ask. Like, it's 2021. You say what you want, and if he don't give you the right answer, move the hell on. I don't understand this. Oh, what are we doing here? Like, I'm not your baby. I'm not about to ask you what we're doing. If you know what I'm saying? Like, let it be known what you want, and if you don't want it, bye. Like, I don't understand why everything is so damn difficult. People make relationships.
Everybody say that until that thing get put on them.
Dog, people make relationships.
That thing get put on you, then you be talking different.
Everybody makes relationships and dating so damn difficult. Like, it's not rocket science. It's not. You say what you want. If they don't want it back, you move on.
All women say that until somebody walking you around the room, hitting you with the Melvin. And then your life changed, and then you get to ask open-ended questions like, where are we going with this?
Billions of people in the world. I just don't agree with that, but whatever. Moving on though. Don't punch out people's windshields. That's so
That's
rude.
weird, bro. That's just weird all the way around, dog. First of all, how is your hand doing? Second of all, like, did she call the police? Third, like, how mad are you? Like, that's like one of them things, like, when people punch shit that's not going nowhere, like brick walls and shit. Like, a windshield's hard as fuck.
Yeah.
A rock can hit a windshield at like 70 miles an hour and barely make a crack.
Yeah, he probably hurt
What were
himself.
you going to do by punching it?
Yeah. He probably broke a few bones in his hands.
Probably don't even know he did it.
Like, was it worth it? My brother, creepy. Was it worth it?
But yeah, I had a lot of fun today, y'all. This was fun. Creepy episode. Our first Halloween episode for Love Lockdown.
Since we didn't have our party, we're here with you guys today. This was kind of like it, right?
Yeah.
What else did you learn today? I have learned that we need to turn our wireless off in order for this to go right.
I've also learned that if somebody offers you $2,500 and to pay your bills, you probably got big ass feet.
You know what else I learned? I learned that Tammy Roman has big ass feet.
That's a big ass feet. Listen. There's big ass feet and then there's damn feet big as hell. Like she's well crossed that line to where you got to start saying, one man or one man.
You know
what I'm saying? Like
you know what? Get off of this, because I swear I'm about to Google what size her shoe is.
No, but I had a good time. Shout out to the sponsors, Bel Air, V-Line, AdamandEve.com if you want your sex toys.
Yeah,
and
I can't show those. Sorry, guys. Can't show no sex.
Yeah, you want to get your vagina done right. Get you some sex toys from Adam and Eve. The code is below LL69. Get that vagina together, girl.
I hate you.
Other sponsors, Initial Brands. Congratulations, Initial Brands. You did it. iBrandCorp.com for all your marketing, print, design, graphic needs. We got you. To all our listeners out there, make sure you give us 5-star rating. We love y'all. We here every week. 3 more episodes in season 14.
Yep.
And we out.
And be safe out there, guys. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Got the kitties. Make sure you check their candy. Don't let them stray off. All that, all the good stuff. But yeah, be safe out there, though. Don't let people stalk you.
Shout out to all the parents who eat all their kids' candy. Those are the best parents. You don't want your kids getting cavities.
Yeah, right. You sound like you already have plans for our future kids.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not paying them dentist bills.
You're so kind and considerate. How lucky will they be that you don't let them eat their own candy?
It could be somebody putting something in them candies.
Yes, it could be.
Test them out.
Absolutely, you're gonna be such a wonderful dad.
All right, love y'all. Peace.
Bye, guys.